Oh my god, he's back again. Alright, Tregoops, check this out. I was sitting around thinking with my human brain, and it occurred to me that, like most people, I used to be a child once. You know, doing all the usual kid stuff, shitting on the floor and driving toy cars into it, or pouring milk into the VHS, the DVD player. I was trying to wrap my head around why I acted like such a complete sponge, and then it hit me, and it should probably have hit you as well, since the name of the video should give you a massive clue. Children's entertainment is to blame. Entertainment for children is terrifying, disturbing, confusing, and clearly designed by some evil robot to turn the ripe, delicious brains of children into rice pudding. Now, of course, there are plenty of real-life reasons why kids tend to be annoying little douche wizards. Parents, for example, tend to do that annoying baby speak thing, which I think infantilises children to an embarrassing degree with all that, "Who's cute? Who's cute? Are you cute? Are you cute? Are you the cute one? Are you cute? You're so cute, it's you." Speaking to kids as if you're Jar Jar Binks doesn't really help anybody, if you ask me. "What's that? Is that a pencil? Is that a pencil? Is it? Is that a pencil? Is that a real pencil? Is it your pencil? Where you got to draw? You got to draw with a pencil? You got to do something with a pencil?" "Yes, I'm going to stick it in your fucking penis." But let's search for the truth here, and I don't just mean about the earth being flat. Back in my day, children's cartoons, the theme songs were not only awesome, but they very explicitly explained the concept of the show in the theme song, so you knew exactly what was going to be going down. But even then, there were still flaws. You should go check out the intro for Defenders of the Earth. It's pretty tight, man. It's just super badass, let's be honest here. But look at the Phantom. I mean, just look at that guy, man. Look, I love a gay sex orgy as much as the next man, but that guy is clearly a walking vibrator. The kids really need to see that when they're eating their cereal. Speaking of grotesque nightmares dragged from the very depths of hell, I'm sure everybody remembers E.T., you know, the reanimated foreskin who likes sticking his finger into people to make them feel better. Everybody who talks about it is always like, na 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 na, or whatever E.T.'s music was. But he was a creep, man. He was a creep, bro. A wrinkly penis creep. Or how about Thomas the Tank Engine? Great show, great music. But really think about it here, use your mind grapes and focus on this one. These creatures, these trains are alive, they are sentient beings with gigantic faces for some reason, but they have no arms or legs, they have no freedom, they have no autonomy. They are trapped in an existential nightmare, a world of perpetual slavery. What kind of message is that for kids, man? I assume that you guys remember the Teletubbies. Remember that creepy baby overlord floating in the sky watching all things? I mean, what was the message of that show? That drugs are really bad, or that drugs are really good? I have to assume that there's some hidden satanic message in the show somewhere, because otherwise it's just a bunch of perverts jumping about in stupid costumes for no reason. I assume that everybody remembers Sesame Street. It was an absolutely visionary programme for the time. Not only did I have all these celebrities coming on to tell jokes and little stories and whatever, but I had a very progressive cast, what with homeless people, an addict, an obviously gay couple, a gigantic bird for some reason. But even this show was scary to me. I know what the message was supposed to be, but all that I learned from this show was that adult life is a constant grim trudge of endless problems, both personal and social, and every single day is a constant struggle to find motivation to live. Merry Christmas, dumbass! Or, of course, how about the public elevator fart that is Disney? Not enough that they have to influence children's brains by pretending that all animals are not only just like people but have entire social structures, or that their action figures will be sitting talking to each other when they're not in the room. They'll have films like The Lion King which espouse a message of, if you have a problem, just run away and pretend it isn't a problem and then it'll be totally fine, which completely makes sense. Or Aladdin, who likes to rub his lamp to make his wishes come true. It certainly made my wish come true because Jasmine is fucking smoking, bro. Nice choice, parachute pants. There is always the face of ultimate evil. You know the one I'm talking about. I love you, you love me, I'm going to eat your fucking heart. If all of this wasn't enough to destroy the crumbling walls of sanity within a child's mind, there's also the many other live and stage type performances out there. Like people who dress like clowns, for example. What the fuck is up with that shit, man? Clowns are terrifying, evil rape monsters from the future. Everybody knows this. The reason the Joker dresses like a clown is because clowns are inherently terrifying. That's the point, man. So why do so many children's entertainers put on clown or clown-esque appearances? If the intention is to somehow generate an entire future army of vengeful supercriminals, then you've probably succeeded. Now, check out these two bastions of absolute titanic masculinity. I want to make something perfectly clear here. I am not saying that the Chuckle Brothers are paedophiles. I am not saying that. However, to paraphrase Dave Chappelle, they may not be paedophiles, but they're certainly wearing paedophile uniforms. Am I right? Even nowadays, kids can't catch a break. We officially have the Child Molester Roadmap to Success, or as it's officially called, Pokemon Go. You want to catch something? Why don't you try catching the barber before it closes so you can get a proper haircut and brush your teeth? Look, in the end, you complete idiots. You cannot rely on entertainment to give children proper life lessons. You will have to do this yourselves. Teach them well and let them lead the way, because they're the future, somebody said. Teach them to pay their bills on time and treat others as they would wish to be treated, and if you go to Zahadum, you will die. A fun little game you can try at home with your kids is to put them in a room and then shut the door and put the lights off and then play Unleash the Cobras!